folks, and welcome to Branson Guided Fishing Trips weekly fishing report for Table Rock Lake. Today's Thursday, February the 7th, 2019. A little bit about what's going on. Over the course of the last month and a half, we've been catching a lot of deep fish, on bluff ends and in the guts of the creeks over balls of bait. Well, with them running all the water that they're running into Taneycomo, that bait is scattered, which in turn has scattered the bass. So a few things are going on. We're still catching a few fish deep, just different areas of the lake. Where we were fishing the Kimberling and the dam area, now I'm fishing the White River, especially up in the Indians around Baxter, and then from Ants Creek up the James as high as Campers Point. Most of those fish are still, 35 to as deep as 50, over 80, 90, 100 foot of water. I'm not catching too many on the bottom. Most of them are still around bait. Had a good day, I think 3 or 4 days ago, up in the Ants Creek area. A couple days ago up in the Indians in the Baxter area. What I'm doing to catch those fish, where I was catching a lot of them on an ice minnow and a spoon, now I'm catching them on it's a VMC Moon Eye jig. It's just a great big eyed half-ounce jig head, and I'm rigging it with either a Zoom fluke stick, and I'm just cutting a piece of it off, half of it off, and I'm just threading that on the head. It looks like a little bait fish. And then the other deal, which I kind of got onto last year drop shotting, it's called a Missile D-Bomb bomb shot. And this color's Fishalicious. It's just a light gray. It looks like a shad. I mean, it doesn't get any closer to looking like a shad. When that bait's in the water, that tail just undulates and, causes a lot of action, looks natural to them. So that's what I'm doing as far as the vertical fishing goes. But what I have started doing is catching a lot of fish, and some good fish, on a jerkbait. And I'm throwing, 2 different sizes. I'm throwing a Spro Mixed Stick 110, 2 colors, Blue Bandit and Ghost Norman Flake. The Blue Bandit seems to work, on most of the days, but the Ghost Norman Flake on those bright sunny days seems to outperform the Blue Bandit. That's just a good, Norman Flake on Table Rock's been a good color for years, but Spro has made it into a ghost color, like a translucent color, and they just really like it. Then, if the fish are a little deeper and I can't get them to come up, I'm throwing, it's a McRib 85. And, I'm throwing 8-pound fluorocarbon on both the 110 and the 85, and I can get this 85 to go about 11, sometimes as deep as 12 on a long cast. 10 to 11 is a safe bet, and those fish don't have to come up, and they commit to it a lot better. The 110s, I'm getting down, anywhere from 9 to 10 foot, depending on how far casts I can get out and how hard the wind's blowing. I'm letting it pause, 8 to 10 seconds in between twitches. I'm wanting them to get, basically, Bill Beck used to call it letting the jerkbait soak, and that's what we're doing. And I'm just doing it I'm catching those fish on bluff ends. Had a good day up around Cape Fair, and I'm catching those fish just going down the bluff up there in that river. Bluff ends, deep timbered points seem to be the best. I am catching some few in that lower James and some of those major creeks like Ants Creek and stuff on channel swing banks that have a good rock transition where it goes from big rock to medium-sized rock. I'm not really catching them from that big rock or medium-sized rock to gravel. Most of it is from, big bluffy type rock, what we call lava rock, to medium-sized chunk rock. That seems to be, where a bulk of the jerkbait fish are. Timber does help. I have caught them on some places that don't have timber, but there was a lot of bait. But definitely if you have timber, and I like isolated timber, not necessarily a big clump of it together. Until next week, good fishing, good luck, be safe. Take care.